Hey guys, I am just going to do a quick little video here about our lesson that we did in class today, this worksheet called Algebra 2 that we did in class, because it seemed like there was still a fair amount of confusion over simplifying expressions, which we also call combining like terms. So I'm not going to go over every problem from this sheet. I'm only going to go over some from the back side. I think you guys were pretty solid on the substitution problems on the front. So we're just going to go over some from the backside and get a little bit more practice in case you're still confused. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 1. We have m plus m, and I want to simplify this expression or combine like terms. When I say that, I mean the same thing. So I'm going to box all my like terms. Both of these terms in this expression are in terms of n, so I'm going to box them in the same color. So I have m plus m. I can add those two together and I get 2m, and that's my answer. Some people today were looking at that problem and going like that. That is not correct. If I were to have m times m, that would equal m to the second power, but m plus m just equals 2m. You just have two of them. So it's just like regular numbers, only they're variables. All right, number 2, we had n plus n plus n, and that's just the same deal. So we're going to box all those in the same color because all of those terms are in terms of n, and then we'll add them together and we just get 3n. Okay, one really important thing to note here is that when you are boxing your terms, the operation sign goes with the term that follows it. So you're always going to box the term plus the operation to the left. So or maybe a better way to look at that would be start with the operation and then box the operation in the term that follows after. All right, let's do a couple more. Number 3, you have 4p plus 2p. We box those alike, and then we're just going to add them, and I get 6p. When we're adding terms, say in this case, in number 3, we're adding two terms that are both written in terms of p. We can add those because they're the same kind of thing. They're basically like adding the same kind of units, and so that's why we can do that. We don't know what p stands for, but if p stood for a bag of peas, I don't know. If p stands for a bag of peas, we have 4 bags of peas over here and 2 bags of peas right there. We don't know how many peas are in the bags, but we can add the bags of peas and we get 6 bags of peas. Okay? All right, number 4, we have 8q plus q. We're just going to add those together and we get 9q. And then in number 5, we have 7b minus 2b. So 7b minus 2b is going to be 5b. All right, now we've got, in number 6, we've got a plus 9a plus 2a. So I'm going to add those together. I'll do those first. I've got 10a there, and then I've got still plus 2a, so I'll add those together, and I get 12a. Okay, oops, I crossed off my one there. There we go. Okay, let's do a couple more. Number 7, we have 10g plus 3g minus 6g. So let's work from left to right. 10g plus 3g is 13g minus 6g. Now 13g minus 6g is 7g. Okay, now we're going to skip down to number 9 because we have some problems where we have more than one term in the problem so that we can practice boxing these in different colors. Okay, in number 9, we have 8z plus 2z minus 5. I'm going to go ahead and change colors here. And let's do yellow. Okay, we'll do the 5 in yellow. So the minus 5, the 5 is a different term. That is a number and not in terms of z, so we can't add that to 8z plus 2z. But let's go ahead and add those up. I'm just going to switch back to white. Okay, so 8z plus 2z is 10z, and then we have minus 5, and that is our simplified term. That's as far as we go with that. All right, let's skip down to number 11 and do the same thing. We have 4f minus 3f minus 6, so let's box that 6 in a different color. Okay, and 4f minus 3f is just 1f, and I hope you're going to correct that in just a minute. I'll do it also, but so then 4f minus 3f is 1f, and then minus 6. We don't have any numbers with that to combine, so it's just minus 6. Okay, we don't write 1f because of algebra conventions, so we're just going to write f minus 6, and that's our answer. All right, let's skip down now to number 13. We have 8 plus a minus 5 plus a. So since I have a yellow pen still, I'm going to box my number terms here. So we've got the 8, and then we've got the minus 5 that we're going to box in yellow. And then I'll switch back to white here and box this a plus a and then plus a. And then when we have terms that are different, that are out of order, I recommend that you put them in order before you simplify the expression. It just makes it a lot easier. So now you can see that I've put my two number terms together and my two letter terms, and it's just going to be easier that way. So 8 minus 5 is 3, and then let's add the a's. A plus a is 2a, and that's my answer. Somebody today asked me if this is the same as this. Yes, the answer is yes, it is the same. It doesn't matter which order you write your terms in. It does matter when you have a coefficient in a variable that's multiplying, but then you need to write your coefficient first. But when you just have two terms, they can be written in any order, so it doesn't matter. All right, one last one. We have 6k plus 6 plus 2k minus 6. So let's go ahead and box our k terms in white. And then I'll switch and I'll box our number terms in yellow. Whoops. Oh, I gotta do that again. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to rewrite it again because it's easier. So I'm going to match up my terms that go together. So 6k plus 2k plus 6 minus 6. So we'll add these. 6k plus 2k is 8k. And then I have plus 6 minus 6. So I'm just going to end up with 0 there. So I'm actually not going to write anything. 8k is my answer. And that, my friends, is more simplifying expressions. If you still have questions on the homework tonight, I want you to definitely try to do all of the problems on the homework, but you can ask tomorrow during the trade and grade.